Hi there, hello. Happy Wednesday. I just wanted to take a quick moment and say thank you. Yes, thank you to you. Your support truly means everything to me, and whether you've been here from the beginning, February of 2024, that's crazy, or just recently started listening, I'm so grateful that you're here, and I'd love to get to know you and hear from you. Shoot me an email, alteregopodcast@gmail.com. This is Laura Crago, your host. I'm also the head of the podcast department here, so just a little reintroducing myself. I started Alter Eagle. We launched it in February of 2024. And right now I'm at 103 episodes. So that includes bonus content. The sports podcast, Eye on Sports, is at 92 episodes. Watching these podcasts grow has been incredibly rewarding, just to see where we've started and where we've come to. Still more exciting things on the horizon. But I do want to talk about a lot of the exciting recognition that we've had for both podcasts in the last year. So last year, for Alter Eagle, I received first and second place in Division II podcasting at the Keystone Media Awards. I was also named a Golden Quill finalist. Now this year, I'm a 3-time Golden Quill finalist. Twice for Alter Eagle and once for Eye on Sports. So that's very exciting. The sports podcast has also been named a top 10 finalist by the Associated Press sports editors. So APSE is a huge organization. This is a national recognition. It's a huge honor. I've submitted again for PNA awards, also including the sports podcast this year. Last year, we didn't have enough episodes from the previous year. So that's how it goes. Like, I'm submitting episodes from the year before. But this year we're in, and I really hope that we do well. So we'll see what May brings for the Golden Quills, and hopefully soon here we should hear about PNA. So there's a lot ahead this spring. I'm working on a major project with the symphony, along with some really exciting things coming up on the sports side that I can't wait to share with you. But I really just wanted to come on today and say thank you for listening. The next few weeks are going to look a little different. I do want to do a little feature next week on the sports podcast. If you've never listened, check it out. Eye on Sports. It says Alter Eagle at the top above that title, but all three of the guys are represented on their graphic and their bobbleheads, so you should be able to find that one. Check it out and listen. We have so much fun, and I just hope you have an amazing week. A little bit about my week is tomorrow I am going to the draft. That's right, folks. Huge football fan here, huge sports fan here just in general. But I do love football, and I'm really excited to get to experience something that's probably going to be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I know it's going to be crazy. Everyone keeps talking about, the crowds and the parking. I'm like, well, yeah, but you can't experience something like this without having to deal with that. My friend Jen and her husband Ryan are flying in from Green Bay. They're huge Green Bay Packers fans. And it's going to be a fun little time with them walking around the city. They've never been to Pittsburgh. Now, Green Bay hosted the draft last year, and they went. And they said it was so much fun, and they were excited to come this year. And we just were kind of joking over a text message. She said, it's in Pittsburgh next year. Or I might have said that. I don't really remember who said it first. It doesn't really matter. Either way, they're coming, and I can't wait to see them. Jen and I haven't seen each other. I don't think I've seen Jen since, I want to say it was, was it 2011, 2010, 2009? I can't remember when she left New York City, but we were both living in New York City. And shortly after that, she left. It was mid-February of that year. And I want to say it was 2009, possibly. Anyways, she left and she moved to Miami. She was working for Lululemon. And then her and her husband reconnected. They weren't married at the time, obviously, but he was from Green Bay. They knew each other. And she ended up moving back, and her dream was to move home and open a studio. And she has a yoga bar studio that does really well. And I don't know, I'm excited to see her. And I'm not really sure why I'm telling you all this. I think I'm telling you this because it's important to stay connected with those people. We're always going to have those people who maybe you don't talk for months or longer. And then you call them and you just pick up right where you left off. And that's kind of how Jen and I are. So I'm excited to see her finally meet her husband. I have not met him. I was supposed to go to their wedding. I was living in New York at the time, and it was right before I moved to LA, and I had just moved into a new apartment. It was a little chaotic, and I just wasn't able to do it at that time. I was teaching at 2 separate studios. So I'm looking forward to meeting him and having a good time this weekend with them. I don't really go out too much, but that's kind of it. I don't know really where the Steelers are at. We recorded an episode yesterday that's dropping on Thursday, so tomorrow, the day after this one, with Nick Farabaugh, who is the Steelers beat reporter for Penn Live. And he has a lot of really, really good insight into where he thinks the Steelers are headed, especially with the first round pick and many other conversations that the guys brought to the table. So check that episode out if you're into the draft. And if you're not into the draft, that's fine too. But I really just wanted to say hello to you all. There's no full episode this week. Next week will be a feature on the sports podcast, and then we'll get back into my content. But if there's someone out there in the community that you want to nominate, who you think has an amazing story that they should share on the podcast, please reach out to me. Again, altereaglepodcast@gmail.com. ALTEREAGLEPODCAST. I think you know how to spell that. Sometimes I have to spell the alter because I've had people put OR, and I'm like, no. And then they put ego because that's just a thing that happens, a common thing that happens when you say those two words together, alter ego. That's actually how I came up with the name. I was looking at thesaurus, at change, and I found alter, and then it gave the example of alter ego. And I said it out loud, alter ego. I thought, well, that's kind of catchy. That's catchy. Little fun fact about the name. But I'm sitting here and I'm just blah, 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 blah. I want to get to know you. A lot of you have said things to me in public. You've said, hey, you've said, I listen to the podcast. I appreciate your support so much. It means the world to me. I'm getting caught up here on episodes. I'm working on some big projects and working on funding for those projects. My big goal this year, and I think it's always a good idea to set big goals for yourself, something to reach for, is to get the funding where I can hire at least 1, if not 2 people to expand my department, to continue on this path of really enhancing my social media. I'm using the word enhance because it's the first word that popped in my mind, and I'm not reading a script. I don't like to read scripts. I will oftentimes write scripts for intros for special episodes because I want to make sure I don't miss anything. But for something like this where I'm just talking, I tend to just want to talk. But I want to talk to you. So send me a message. Even if it's on Instagram. Listen, the Facebook Messenger, I'm not really sure what's going on there. I've had so many issues with it where I do try to respond to people and the message just keeps bouncing back. And then it regenerates their message and shows it as a new message. I'm not sure what that's about. I've worked with it. And Meta Business Suite has always been good except for that one little glitch that was happening. And I'm not sure if it had something to do with an update to Facebook in general, what was going on. It's not the end of the world. So don't send me a message on there, essentially is my message here. And I hope everyone's having a great week. I'm having an okay week. Today was a little rough. The beginning of the day was a little like, But I have really nothing to complain about, if I'm going to be totally honest. And that is really where I am trying to operate. I think it's easy for us to slide into habits of focusing on the things that aren't working out. I do have a lot of things that are working for me. So I'm going to focus on those things. I'm going to continue to forge my path forward and just do what I can every single day to keep surviving. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye. Thank you for tuning in to Alter Eagle. Join me every Wednesday for a new episode, and be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single episode. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Alter Eagle Podcast and at Butler Eagle News. Until next time, stay safe, stay hopeful, stay kind.